There's a high drive into deep right field. Going back, Tatis at the warning track, at the wall. Goodbye!
Deep to right field, ranging back Tatis, all the way to the wall.
Get into the gap. Is anybody there? No. Here it comes. And the throw. Not in time. And this one is over.
Yes, after a very, very boring and uninspiring game yesterday, the Giants come out today and take it with some key hits. Austin Slater goes 3 for his first 3. We got Soler getting on base, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 times with a couple of hits. We even got Brett Wisely still continuing. I don't know if this is Brett Wisely or Joe DiMaggio, because he's just hits every single day. 2 for 4 today with a run scored, and just a team effort today, and a Webb gem. Okay, not Webb's best start, but he got the W, pitched well, and the bullpen took care of the rest. Doval with the save. This is called a clean win against a good team, the Astros. Even though their record's not that great this year, still, it's the Houston Astros. Still got a lot of their stars, Altuve, Bregman, Yordan Alvarez, all these guys, Jeremy Pena, Dubon, all these dudes are here, Abreu, etc. But the Giants took care of it against one of their best pitchers, Valdez. The Giants teed off against him, win it 5-3. And I'll take that all day long with the series victory, 1 game below 500. And look at this. Not 1, not 2, not 5, not 10, not 15. It's an orange 20 from Corona Accounting Solutions. We take the fear out of finances. Today's sponsor for the Series W, still going strong. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Jason Corona and Randy Runolfson with the yellow $9.99. Nice game, or the gold $9.99. Nice game. Good times. Thank you so much. 100%. And we're getting back on track. Back on track. Soler actually had a day. I mean, we don't need to go deep. Actually, the Giants didn't go deep at all today. The Astros did. Alvarez hit one off the bat. It looked like it was going to be a fly out. Although Chapman hit one about 430 feet, but it was foul, unfortunately. But the Giants do win today. It's super exciting to win the series. And hopefully against the Angels. This is funny. I just watched the Astros and Angels, and now we're playing the Astros and Angels. But the Angels are a team that is not exactly, a juggernaut. It has a team that we can beat. I'm not trying to, underestimate them, but Giants are going to have a chance here to get back to 500 and better than that. And hopefully this time, keep the record above 500 and start building towards a playoff spot. Giants are not that far out. We'll check out the standings and everything. We'll break down this game, but it's not like and I don't like the expanded playoffs, but at the same time, I'm a little bit happy that we got them this year, because the Giants would be 9 games out and pretty much not quite out of it, but dang near, if there wasn't that wild card spot. And right now the Giants are actually, believe it or not, if the season ended right now, the Giants would be in. And I don't know if this is updated yet. I don't think this is updated yet, but this shows the Giants in. So usually MLB.com updates it pretty quickly. Okay, now it's updated. So Giants are in the playoff, or is it? I don't even know. It's having a problem. But Giants are in the playoffs if the season was to end today. Big win against the Astros. We got super chats. We got others. Zach M55, not a bad game. Not a bad game. Not his best start in the history of his career, but not a bad start. This win proves the Giants are for real. Robert Arthur says the win proves it. It proves it. And we beat Dubon. Happy Wednesday, Daniel Berry. Sports highlights. Michael Roeder, we got it with the turquoise 5. Need to give Slater his props. We don't need a shortstop. We have Wisely. As of now, you're right. Wisely has proven himself. I mean, the dude is unstoppable. I never would. I always liked Wisely. I knew he's a good hitter, of course, but I mean, everyone who makes it to the big leagues as a position player is probably a good hitter. Is the question is, are they a good hitter against major league pitching? And I didn't know, was Wisely would he be that guy or not? I really didn't know. I didn't think so, but it's turning out. Just check this out. He is 17 for his last 51. That's a pretty decent sample size. Those are Tony Gwynn numbers: 333 average, a couple home runs, 7 RBIs, and just 10 strikeout. Okay, probably Gwynn wouldn't strike out 10 times, but that's today's standards. That's actually really good. That's 20 strikeouts per 100 at bats. That's not shabby at all. And it's just crazy. Today he goes 2 for 4. Yesterday he goes 1 for 4 with that one home run. The day before that he goes 2 for 5. Now I'm no mathematician, but let's see. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. So he's 5 for 5 plus 4 is 9. It's 13. 5 for 13 this series with just 3 strikeouts. I mean, he's holding his own. He's holding his own. And Giants send him down anytime soon, I will be pissed. Crazy Crab BW. What's going on? Wisely's kind of built like Bree Craw as well. Hopefully he's good for 12 years. And I wouldn't bet on him being here for 12 years, but at the same time, there's no way they can send him down. You cannot send him down right now. He's the guy. He is putting. That's what every single minor leaguer wants to do. They want to prove themselves. They want to get to the big leagues and stay in the big leagues for a while. And he's done his part to do that. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm going to go back in the chat a little bit to give a shout out to Lydia, Kayla, Dave, Auburn fan. Day off tomorrow, and then the Angels, Warlock 9148. And we're going to give a gifty in a little bit. We're going to gift out some super chats. My Cash, shoot YouTube employees. My Cash is here. Thank you so much. But yes. We will be gifting out some gifties, some memberships. So make sure you're here. And I have a members video coming out soon with the unboxing. I did get the PC. It is actually, it's not in box. I opened the box. I filmed the unboxing, but I'm going to wait until I get it set up so I can also film it on and get some shots of it because it's going to be amazing. And that will be hopefully today and tomorrow should be I have a chance to get that all set up with the day off tomorrow. Yeah, so let's recap this game as requested by Bob Granelli. But this is a big series. Yesterday, Giants aren't going to win every day. Yesterday was kind of depressing, but I'd rather have it just a depressing nothing loss than like a heartbreaking loss where we're up and then give up a big lead or something. Or blow a save, which has happened this year and happens pretty much every year. But those are even worse to take than just a straight loss like yesterday, especially when we bounce back today and get a solid W. So as for the scoring in this one, it started out pretty quiet. Webb was looking solid. Both pitchers were looking good. Giants got things started in the bottom of inning number 3. Mike Yastrzemski with the base hit. Shout out to him. He's really come around after a horrid start to the year. He's still hitting just 216, but he was hitting under 200 for a while. Austin Slater with a bunt base hit. And then Wilmer Flores hit a sac fly to bring in Yaz. That put the Giants on the board. And then Matt Chapman hit a double to make it 2-0 Giants. The Astros did get on the board on a Jeremy Pena base hit, bringing home Alvarez, who had doubled. That made it 2-1. But then in the bottom of the 4th, the Giants created some space. Jorge Soler with the line drive base hit. And who but Brett Wisely with the ground rule double. And then I believe it was Yaz getting hit by a pitch, and Austin Slater with a line drive shot to center, a critical swing of the bat right here to make it 4-1. And then Elliot Ramos shortly thereafter hit a sac fly to make it 5-1 Giants. And they held on to that lead. Did give up a couple runs in the 6th on a home run from Yordan Alvarez. Made it 5-3. Alex Bregman was on base. That was it, though. The bullpen came in and closed it down. Camilo Doval, a very clean inning. No torture today, and that's much appreciated. Also, Ryan Walker and Tyler Rogers pitched well as well. So big shout out to a team effort today and this entire roster coming through. Really, the only guy who's been struggling, who struggled today, was Tyro Estrada, and he went 0 for 4. Needs to get his bat going. I do believe in Estrada. He's got a long enough sample size. We know that Jude is legit, and he'll come around. He maybe he's got an injury or something. Ramos and Flores didn't do anything today, but we already know Ramos is the man. So we got his back today. Back to the chat. Wade. Yeah, we need Wade. We need Wade. Lamont Wade and maybe Wade Meckler later. I'm a big Wade Meckler fan, but no, definitely Lamont Wade. It was just a slump. They go away. Keeping it real. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. Your prediction, please, are the Giants making the playoffs. Because of the way the wild card is shaking up right now, I'm a lot more optimistic that a 500 record will get you in. It's kind of like 2020. Now, we're not all the way that this could change, but remember in 2020, we were 500 at the end in that last game where Rob Drake was just killing the Giants behind the plate and pretty much cost the Giants a chance to catch up by bringing up Austin Slater. And as it turned out, the Giants lost that game, didn't make the playoffs, but it went down to the very end. I think it's going to be something like that. I hope to be a little bit above 500, like 6-7 games above 500 at least by September. Hopefully better, but I mean, I'm not trying to, I got to be realistic about it because the Giants have been kind of just struggling to stay around 500 and haven't really broken through and gotten above 500 by more than a game or two. So I think the Giants have a chance, but I'm not going to, if I had to predict, I'm not convinced that we're going to make it, but I think that we have a chance. And as of now, I think it's going to be borderline Robert Rothberg, but I want to see it happen. And the trade deadline is going to matter. What kind of moves we're going to make, what kind of position we'll be in. Right now, like I said, the season ends, the Giants are in. I mean, you can't ask for more than that. And that's under 500. The season ends, the Giants are in. Crazy to think about. And that's really not, I don't believe, the case in the American League. Let's see who's 500 in the American League. Well, maybe so. Okay, so like the Red Sox are 1 game below 500, and they're not in. They're 2.5 out. Still close, but 2.5 out. 33 and 34. Where the Giants are 1 game below 500, we're actually in. Barely. 5-5 in the last 10. Just playing 500 baseball right now. The win is fun and everything, but we got to do better. We got to get a good stretch together here. The Angels are coming up. Angels are 25 and 41. Not a great team. 4 and 6 in their last 10. Trout is out. Rendon is out. They don't have Ohtani anymore. They got some good guys. They got Kevin Pillar. But I mean, he was just recently DFA'd by the White Sox. So, so it's going to be an interesting series. They got a lot of young guys like Joe Adele, who's starting to come around. Like Willie Calhoun, like old prospects they brought over. Cole Tucker, Mickey Moniak, a former first overall pick. Wasn't he first overall? Or am I tripping? He was a top pick though. What was he? Yeah, first overall 2016, Mickey Moniak. And he's never really panned out as a first overall pick. He's only hitting 172 this year. He had that great stretch last year where it looked like maybe he's going to be okay, but he may be a bust after all. But yeah, it's not a great team. The Angels are not a great team. It's a team that's beatable. They got Tyler Anderson, Griffin Canning, and they got good guys, but beatable team. Matt Moore is still around, y'all. Matt Moore is still playing Major League Baseball. You guys remember him, the lefty from 2016? He was actually really good for the Giants at times anyway. He's only 34. I feel like he's older than that. Matt Moore is still around. But yeah, let's get to the chat. They didn't look anything special. The only guy that looked good to me was Kevin Pillar, who hit a home run and got a base hit and had 2 hits and of course played great defense with diving catches and whatnot. But other than that, they didn't look anything special. They lost 7-1 to the Astros on that particular game. Finally, an early post-game show going to be here in Michigan. Maybe Giants make a trade before the deadline and got hot at the right time. Giants can make a push for the playoffs. Wait. Playoffs? Playoffs? Yes, bro. Playoffs. MLB draft is coming up. And I'm going to be here for it. We'll be streaming not only here, but also on Home Baby Prospects. And I'm hoping that the Giants have a good draft. The problem is we gave up our second and third round picks. So all the Giants have after the first round, there's guys. So we'll see. Trade deadline, I don't really know our needs right now. We'll have to wait and see. Certainly, I'd like to get somebody some help. I'm always about buying. I'm always about winning. Very appropriate moment for playoffs. And I've said who I want. It depends who's available. I think Carson Bench is the most likely best player available at 13, but he may not be. There may be somebody better, in my opinion. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Sorry, guys. Having some problems here. What's going on? Sorry. July 16th. So that was a breakdown. Today, the player of the baseball game. Well, here's a few choices. You can go with Austin Slater. Everybody wants him DFA, 2 RBIs, 3 hits today. We can go with Soler. Everyone wants him DFA, 2 for 2 with 2 walks and a run scored today. We can go with Wisely for 2 hits and a run scored. We could go with Logan Webb or any of the relievers. Webb goes 6, gives up 7 hits. I'm going with Austin Slater. He is the longest tenured Giant on the roster, had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and I'm going with Austin Slater today. We may not win this game without him. Keep in mind, Giants only won this game by 2 runs. It wasn't a blowout at all. Won by 2 runs. And Austin Slater was responsible for those 2 runs. So I'm going to give it to Austin Slater. He goes 0 for 5 today. We might still be playing. So we're going to go with Austin Slater for the player of the baseball game. Austin Slater definitely showed up today. Who do we got here in the chat? Matos is struggling in the minors. I saw that. San Jose, let's take a look. I'll tell you some of the guys I like. Maui Ahuna is I haven't noticed much from him. He's injured right now. He's a guy out of Tennessee, played last year in the college. I think he went to college. They went to the College World Series. I was excited about drafting him, but he hasn't done too much this year. He's been all right, but nothing special. Justin Bench, about the obviously that's a classic last name because of the great Johnny Bench. He's been okay. Cole Foster, guy I really like, and got his autograph at a game. He's only hitting 247 with a homer. Nobody's really, has anyone really separated themselves? And I don't know. I can't say they have here on the San Jose Giants roster that as I look at it. Now, Jonah Cox. Keep in mind, this guy out of Oral Roberts, also playing the College World Series last year. He can hit. He can rake. Every time I see him. Now, I don't know about his stats. Okay, there it is, 313. 313 with that OPS over 800. He only has one home run, but Jonah Cox can rake. He'll be moving up. He'll be going to AA soon and maybe AAA. Hope to see him in the big league someday. Charlie Zancone's got some good power, big guy. But I don't know if he's okay. He's hitting 287. It's not too shabby. 816 OPS, but only 1 home run. So I don't know. They haven't. No one has really stood out. So I thought I was showing you guys. I thought I was showing you guys what I was looking at, but I wasn't. Look at Larry Krug now. He says he doesn't know what he's talking about. He said DFA. Yaz has been good in his skater. and Slater been decent past few games. Joel. No, I never said DFA Yaz. I remember vividly saying if he's got an option and it seems like he has quite a few years, then he'll be experienced. So I'm not sure. Don't risk losing him. Don't send him to waivers. But earlier I was like, if you could actually send him down to AAA, give him a couple weeks there, that seemed appropriate. But not if you had to send him through waivers. So I didn't ever want to DFA Yaz. But he was playing so badly, it was like, okay, at some point, Crawford's, I think, I send up to AAA. Krug is annoying. Yeah, Vaughn Brown is a buster injured. Vaughn Brown was crushing it for a while. He got taken out of a very small school. I always like those kind of picks because you don't know what they can do. They're raking against lesser competition, but that doesn't mean they can't also rake against bigger competition. They've never faced bigger competition. Yeah, he's at Florida Southern. Now, Florida Southern's, I believe it's Division I. But it's not, one of the bigger name schools. He hit 387 there with 13 homers. But this year for Vaughn Brown, he is in Richmond. He's hitting only 120 in Richmond. He did well in San Jose last year. I mean, he tore it up everywhere. But this year, I don't know what's wrong with him. 12 hits, and he does have 3 homers, which averages out to maybe 20 home runs throughout a full season, 20, 25 home runs. But 120, that's horrid. That is horrific. So, no, Vaughn Brown has just taken a huge step back this year. It actually is Division II. Now I'm looking it up. Florida Southern is Division II. So, yeah, he was taken from Division II school. So I'm glad they took him, and it's unfortunate just yet. Trade for Vlad Guerrero. Yeah, I said that too. Give Yaz one. I was saying at some point, if you could send him down when he was hitting like 090, I wouldn't have been mad about it. But, you think about hitters are better than Krug. Now, Larry Kruger's a big guy. He was on that KNBR for years. He was on the radio. Obviously, I can't, I don't have that kind of cachet, okay? But Reggie Crawford. But I'm good with that. I don't want no cachet. I don't want to be too big. I just want to do what I do here. Your guys' support is more than enough. He's been hurt. He has not played this year just yet. At least he hasn't played at least he hasn't taken it at bat. He's pitched a little bit. Out of the bullpen, he's pitched in 14 games between Sacramento and Richmond. He's got a 3.93 ERA. Have they given up on him as a hitter? Sounds like they've given up on him as a hitter, and they're going full-on pitcher for Reggie Crawford. He has not taken an at-bat this year. There you have it. Which is, I don't mind. I mean, if that's where they think that his path is. Reggie Crawford out of UConn. Who just got eliminated in the Super Regionals. I think they got swept by Florida. What's going on for Florida State? I just want all our guys healthy. Or did they win the? Now I'm tripping. Yeah, they won. They won regionals, went on to Super Regionals and lost, I think, against Florida State. I just want all guys healthy and slump free. Yes, Cali Oge, we need to be healthy. And I remember Krug getting fired for bad-mouthing Latin players under Alu. Yeah, something about that I remember, but I don't remember. You got to be careful. People say crazy things. They want to have their hot takes, and then they go off the rails. One crazy guy on the radio. I remember, if you guys remember when I can't remember the guy on the radio's name, but Roy Halladay had passed. Doc Halladay had passed away flying because he was flying his little private plane, Apparently, he was flying crazy. Might have had something in him. Might have been under the influence. I think he might have had something like that. Anyway, and he was just kind of recklessly flying around this plane coming down to the water, and he crashed it and passed away. Someone on the radio decided they were going to go off and just started calling him names. He's like, idiot, calling him a moron, calling him a dumbass. Yeah, he splat like a pancake, is going crazy. And it's not like, maybe he's right, but dude, have a little sensitivity. The man just died, his family and everything are watching this. Like, slow down, bro. Like, calm down, dude. Yeah, he made a bad decision, but he's dead, so there's nothing he can do about it now. A little respect, that dude got fired. I think he got fired. I had to apologize. I don't know if you guys remember that. Michael Felger. I don't remember how to say his name, but yeah, he went off on Roy Halladay. It was like, dude, and he said he got what he deserves. He got what he deserves and things like that. And I was like, dang, what is wrong with you, dude? Trying to give your hot take, yeah, it was a hot take. But like, I don't mind having, saying, got to make smarter decisions or something, but like going and attacking him like that was just terrible, man. Just absolutely terrible. Yeah, I remember Alou being manager. Do you hate? No, I don't hate. Why would I hate? I don't hate Farhan. Absolutely not. It's just a dude doing his job. He got hired as the president of baseball operations. He's into analytics a little more than I would be. I think he probably tries to control things a little much, but I don't agree with everything he does, obviously. I mean, but he's probably a lot smarter than I am. Probably a lot better than I would be, I would even say. So no reason to hate him. Do I want him as the president of baseball operations forever? Probably not. He didn't take anyone else with him like Fernandez did. Oh, yeah. Jose Fernandez crashed his boat with a couple of passengers, and they all passed away. He was also under the influence and had some drugs or something in him. And, guy, he's a young guy. I mean, we're 21, no excuse. I shouldn't say it. I always hate that excuse. They say, we young, we do dumb things. You should be smarter than that. Like, if you're over the age, you're an adult. But at the same time, it's tragic. I mean, it was very tragic. But even I wouldn't attack Jose Fernandez. There's nothing you can do. Hopefully people learn from that and don't make those bad decisions. Play-by-play Friday. It's on the Giants channel. It's on Apple TV. Well, it's not on the Giants channel. Thing is, I don't even know if I have Apple TV, Bob, but definitely see what I can do. Secret agent for the Dodgers, Eric. When will you learn? Just kidding. Yeah, there's this. Yeah, I mean, I can't wrap my head around why anybody would get under the influence from everything we know these days and drive a car, much less a ship or a plane. But it is what it is, man. People do it every single day. Every single day. We only hear about the celebrities. Every single day there are deaths from drunk driving and driving under the influence and ships and boating accidents and private plane accidents every freaking day. We don't talk about it every day unless it's Jose Fernandez or Roy Halladay, a future Hall of Famer at the time, who's now in the Hall of Fame. Back in the day, there was one where Bob Ojeda survived, but I believe it was Cruz and Onid. I fail to remember their names. This was when I was a kid. But to respect the dead, I'm going to look up their names. I know one of them was Cruz on the Dodgers. Steve Olin and Tim Cruz had passed away. That shook me. That shook me. Bob Ojeda lived in Visalia down the street. Like, I knew where his house was. I didn't know him, but I knew where his house was because, I was freaking going to go check that out. But hitting a rock with a boat. Yeah. Randy Rhodes, Why not much talk about minor leagues betting? I didn't even make a video on that. The minor are yeah. Are we talking about like there was a cheating scandal and somebody got banned for life, Pete Rose style, like banned for life. But because he was not a famous player, it didn't get a lot of headlines. To Supita Marcano. And here he is, this guy, Tusupida Marcano, Venezuelan professional baseball player, banned for life for betting on actual baseball games, including games that he played in. That would be a big no-no. And a couple other guys, a few other guys got banned for a year who were also betting on baseball, but I guess maybe they didn't bet on their exact team. But banned for life, and 4 other players were each suspended for 1 year for violating the league's gambling policy. The league stated that Marcano began betting on Pirates games during the 2023 season while recovering from surgery. MLB found that Marcano placed 387 bets on MLB and international contests, wagering more than 150 grand. And they all lost tons of money. He denied having inside information that would influence his bets. He won just 4.3% of his wagers. Dude, you suck at gambling. Holy crap. How do you only win 4% of your wagers? Holy crap. Don't get me wrong. Nobody should gamble and expect to win. But yeah, that's awful. How do you not win more than 4%? It's usually like around 50-50, the odds when you bet on a line or something. Like, dude, you suck. I don't bet on games like ever. Sometimes I do futures bets like on World Series winners, just for the fun of it. I don't really expect to win, but for the fun of it, just to kind of, see if based on the odds. I never bet on the favorites. I try to bet on teams I think are not that great. It's just strictly for fun and not very much. I haven't done that for a few years. But I would never bet on individual games. It's just too much can happen in sports, and I wouldn't ever bet serious money. I'm talking like $20. I'm talking to bet 20 to make a couple hundred. How do you be so gutsy to bet on teams you played in? I don't know, but my question is, MLB, why are they putting gambling ads all over the stadium? Every single video, every single thing you watch, every single game you watch, sponsored by this casino and that casino, and you got it everywhere. You think the players don't see that stuff? You're marketing to them too. It's just weird. So like I said, if any of you guys in the chat if you ever buy, or if I don't know, let's just think of a sponsor. If you ever buy Dollar Shave Club, you're banned from this channel forever. None of you could ever buy Dollar Shave Club, or I'm going to ban you for life from coming to these live streams. But by the way, this video is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club, the best of the best, super cheap for $1 a month, the greatest shave ever. If any of y'all buy it, you're banned. But this video is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. That's what they do. That's what they do. Stop sponsoring them if you don't. If it's so bad, which I agree, it's really bad for players to bet on games on baseball. But if it's so bad, you ban people for life. Stop promoting it. War with Dollar Shave Club, it is. I'm saying if I sponsor something, I'm okay with anyone buying it. If I sponsor a bobblehead and you go buy the bobblehead, you're good. Why did the Astros not get more backlash with anyone being banned for their cheating during the 2017 season? I'd say they got pretty good backlash. That was literally one of the biggest scandals in MLB history, and they still get booed to this day. Massive backlash. As a team, they got a huge fine, the biggest one they could give, and they lost tons of draft picks for multiple years. The players got immunity for their statements, and that was already agreed upon prior. So that's why they didn't get banned. What were we talking about again? Yeah, so I didn't make a video on that just because I was going to, and I just didn't have a chance. And then a few days passed. I'm like, well, nobody's talking about it anymore, so I guess it's not a big deal. But it kind of is a big deal. That's, let's just put it this way: if Tucupita Marcano was named Mike Trout, if Tucupita Marcano was named Paul Goldschmidt, if Tucupita Marcano was named Juan Soto, it would have been the biggest story in my lifetime from baseball. Well, maybe not in my lifetime because I was alive during the Pete Rose thing. It'd be the biggest story in 30 years. If Tucupita Marcano was named any of those other names, but because he's named Tucupita Marcano, it's not that big a story. And the same applied for Pete Rose. That story is still big to this day. If Pete Rose was named, I don't know, Rickard Fanida, nobody would care. Nobody would care. All due respect to my man, Rickard Fanida. You guys, anyone know who that is? Throwback to Rickard Fanida. Okay. Rickard Fanida played from the Giants from 1993 to 95. Never hit over 200. Played with the Rangers, had a career 174 batting average, but still played in 80 games. You got to have skills to do that. You got to have skills to stick around the big leagues for 4 years, despite hitting 174. But my man was a good defender, Rickard Fanida, from the Netherlands. They didn't do squat to the Astros. Amazing. That was 7 years ago. That is crazy. But I'm out. Mr. Bay, it's your fun boy. I'm doing my best. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I clicked the wrong button. I'm clicking the wrong button. Look here, man. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna get. Hang on. There's no way people getting banned from betting for life, but not cheating in the World Series. Well, the cheating was something, unfortunately, that's been the technology. Something couldn't have been done for years. Players always trying to steal signs. It's such a huge part of the game, unfortunately. And you knew at some point here, now with the technology the way it is, anybody can have a camera. Anyone can put up a monitor. Anybody can have iPads. At some point, this was going to happen. So it was a team thing. You can't just ban all the players who participate. They were just, I don't know how you can do that when any of the 30 teams, if they would have set that up, they would have had a bunch of players participate. Now, I guess they could have banned some of the ringleaders like Carlos Beltran or Cora, Alex Cora, but they didn't. And it's a crazy whole situation. It's just a crazy situation. I don't know what you're crying, begging for today, but if it's for the moderator, like I said, we're going to make these determinations later on. I'm not adding any new moderators at this time. Thank you so much, though, for your support. Feel free to continue to attend the streams and talk Giants and baseball, because that's what we do here. And the King streams as well. I appreciate your support over there on Baby Kings. Sorry that we fell apart here. Nice win at $10. D Porter. I appreciate that. It's a gold 10 from D Porter. I knew I was waiting for something, but you know, enough about being a mod. If he hasn't given it, he's not going to. Relax. I'm trying to learn my lesson from giving out too many last year. And if everything's going smooth, then I don't see a need for it. If the moderators I have are doing good and everything's going smooth, I just don't see a need for it. And also, why do if somebody wants it, email me, humbabybaseball@gmail.com, or hit me up on Twitter. Let me know. It doesn't seem to be a need for it. We're doing good right now. Maybe on Baby Kings, I don't have as much people over there. Maybe we can give a trial run over there at some point next year when I start back up over there. But until then, y'all. Yeah, I saw you email. You sent me a tweet, and I thought I'd responded. But if not, I'll get back to you. Whoa. I'll get back to you. Let's do this. When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park. Cheer for the bad, light the spark. Fans of Giants baseball, sing bye-bye, baby. If you wanna be in first place, bye-bye, baby. Listen to the broadcast on KBR. Listen to who we are. San Francisco Giants. Bye-bye, baby. We're the San Francisco Giants. Bye-bye, baby. There it is. Got to fancy it up a little something. We got to do a little something a little fancy, sometimes slow, sometimes, we got to do different takes on that. You guys have a great day. Hit the thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you for the amazing support. Let's go Giants. Sweet one, Eric. Thank you so much. Let's play this little game. I'm going to play a little game real quick, and we're out of here as soon as I'm out of here. I'm out. Hey, what's this here? This is cool. I just came across this here. What's this here? Pick the state. Pick the state without the. Well, that's a rough one. That's tough. That's tough. Okay, I'm screwed. Wisconsin? It's right here, right? Wisconsin's right here. Michigan, Wisconsin. Boom! Alaska right here. Iowa. Oh. Indiana. Oh, we got it. We got it. In the face. In the face. Nebraska. Okay, we have Texas. Oklahoma, Nebraska, right about here. Right? Oh, I missed it. I was too high. You guys have a great day. Hit the thumbs up. We could do another day. I'll play that game all day long. I was a little too high for Nebraska. That's tough, man. You don't get to see the lines. That's tough. I was a little too high. I was in South Dakota, I think. Guys, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see ya tomorrow.
Swing, and there's a high drive into deep right field. Going back, Tatis at the warning track.